Hello, welcome to the episode of Brenda's Musings. So today I want to talk about the weather and how it affects you. Are you the type of person who would rather see something like really cold or really hot, but you don't care if the sun shines? Or would you rather see the sunshine, but you don't care what the temperature is? Or would you rather have it hot and sunny? Or would you rather have it cold and sunny? Or would you rather have a snowstorm and just be huddled inside? Or what sort of weather do you like and why? How does it make you feel? I know some people, really struggle when they don't see sunshine for a while. They're like the seasonal disorders and things that just really throw people for a loop and really affect their mental health. And I have to admit that there's definitely energy around the sun. But there's also energy I find in the fog, and there's energy I find in the darkness, and but it's different. It's all different energy. And I think for me, I can only speak for myself, like a nice balance is good. But what I've found over time is that I've been using different tools to help with my mental health. So, I do the dancing thing every day. So that's one of the tools that I've developed. And it just gets me moving, and it gets me energized, and it changes my energy level. And I do that several times a day, because a lot of what I do is sitting at my desk. And sitting at my desk after a while, like my legs become heavy, like, the fluid pools into my calves and my shins and stuff. And inflammation takes place, just the gravity of everything. And so I get up and I move around. If it's nice out, I go for a walk if I have enough time. And that helps, right? It's just this literally a physical change. Unless it's like really horrible out, I'll often go into the woods. We're fortunate enough to have some woods right beside the house. And so I can go through the pathways there and just sort of regroup and reframe. And if it's crappy out, then I might just sit in my chair and meditate. I might take a 20-minute power nap. I might, just go play with the dog for a while. I might put on some just great music and just, listen to that while I'm doing something that doesn't take a lot of headspace. There are so many different ways that we can change our state, change our energy, regardless of what's happening outside. Because unfortunately, the one thing we can't control, or one of the things we can't control, is the weather. And this spring here in Newfoundland, there's been a lot of gray days, right? There's no doubt about it. It's like I'm looking outside the window now, and it's like foggy, and it's drizzly, and it's damp, and it's chilly, and that kind of thing. And so if I had to rely on the weather to set my mood, yeah, it just wouldn't be happening. So I have to take control of that. I have to take control of, what's going through my mind. I have to take control of what kind of energy I intentionally want to put out into the world, what kind of energy I intentionally want to take into my own, psyche and soul. And that I can control because it's intentional. It's not easy for everybody. I totally get that. And it's like everything else. The more you do things, the easier it becomes. I can't think of, there are very few things in this world that if you don't do more of it, it becomes easier. And that's why you have, masters at certain things, because they put up their heart and soul in doing the same things over and over and over again until they master whatever it is they're doing. I'm not a master pretty much of anything, I don't think, except for maybe dabbling. But I do things enough that it fulfills me. And then I move on to the next thing that will fulfill me. I have too many areas in my life that I just need to, I need to top up. And that's why I do so many things. And that's why I fill my day, because I'm here for a very short period of time. And if I'm just lollygagging about, now I have my times, I'm just lollygagging about, but generally speaking, if I just sit and do nothing, or I can't. Basically, I just can't. And I don't want to, for me. But that might be great for you. So you do you. Um, but yeah, so I'm just wondering what, how does weather affect you, and what do you do if you, I mean, are you fine with it the way it is, or do you have tools that you use to help you sort of deal with weather that maybe isn't conducive to the spirit that you want to be living into? And that's my musing. Have a great one, everyone.